This is The Hot Seat, brought to you by Wings Over. We have 10 active NFL players from the state of Massachusetts, and we're going to see if you can name them all. But if you get the wrong answer, you're going to have to indulge in the afterburner. The first player we have here is a player that currently plays on the Cleveland Browns. Who is that player, and what high school did he graduate from?
Zach Zinter, BB&N.
That is correct. Our second player here plays on the Washington Commanders.
My dog, Mikey Stanishow, Everett High School.
All right, now we're starting to heat up a little bit here. We have a player on the Seattle Seahawks.
Jake Bobo, Belmont Hill.
That is correct. Our fourth player that we have here currently plays on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pat Fryermuth. Pat graduated from the Brooks School.
The fifth player that we have here is a player for the Green Bay Packers.
A.J. Dillon, baby. Lawrence Academy.
That is correct. Wow. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Who is this player?
Noah Gray.
That's correct. Do you know which high school Noah Gray graduated from?
I believe Leominster High.
That is correct. A player for the Tennessee Titans. Who is this player? Now, I will note that this individual did not graduate from a Massachusetts high school.
Okay, Will Levis.
That is correct. And do you know what Will Levis's hometown is?
I don't know.
It is Newton, Massachusetts.
Really?
This team has two players from Massachusetts. Right. The Baltimore Ravens.
Well, one, Isaiah Likely. That's my dog. Played with him at Malden High. There's another player from Massachusetts. Can you give me a hint?
He played college at the University of Maine.
No idea. Not gonna lie.
It is Patrick Ricard, the fullback for the Baltimore Ravens.
Patrick Ricard is
from Spencer, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. So that means...
You got to go for the afterburner.
All right. Here we go. Can we get a shot of the afterburner real quick? Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
good.
Beautiful.
All right. Here we go. All right. Wow. This is really saucy. It's real saucy. All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That's really hot, man. Oh, man.
It's like that clip of Shaq where on Hot Ones.
Yeah. Oh, man. They were not lying about that one.
All right. Our 10th and final player is a player on the Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders. It's like the afterburner.
Yeah.
Is like really starting to kick in.
He's the second defensive player that we have on this list.
Raiders. He's in the league right now?
He is in the league right now. I will say one of his former teams that he's more reputable for is the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Careful for your eyes, too.
Yeah, it's part of the start. Dude, I don't know.
Christian Wilkins.
Yep.
All right, you're going to have to go for another afterburner.
Just like they drown it in the sauce, you know? Damn.
It's pretty diesel right here. Get torn up, you go right back.
That's how life works. You know, you're going to get knocked down. What are you going to do?
Welcome back to the Diesel University podcast. Today we have an extraordinarily special guest, a man who has played football at virtually every level. Public high school, private high school, JUCO, D3, D2, and Division I. Today he spends his time enhancing the brands of athletes throughout the nation. Started in New England, he's now traveling the globe, bringing athletes the, what's the word I'm looking for? The exposure that they deserve.
Amen.
Jared Martino. Jared, how we feeling?
Feeling amazing. The afterburner taste is gone. I'm locked in. I'm ready to go, and we're about to kill it. We're about to have a great podcast.
Yeah, we weren't like kind of playing it up for the camera. Like that was bad.
No, dude, that was criminal. Some could say that was criminal.
No, that was bad. I mean, I just had a glass of milk for the first time in 2 years. You know, it used to upset my stomach then, and I guess we're gonna find out what it does to me now.
We're gonna find out in a few hours.
Yeah. A little bit of spice, a little bit of milk. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, man?
What are you gonna do? So the first question we always ask all of our guests is, tell me about your athletic journey. Take us from the time that Jared ever put on a football helmet. Or actually, we don't even have to start with football. When did you fall in love with sports in itself?
Fell in love with sports at about 5 years old. Baseball was my first love. Honestly, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people do not know that baseball was actually my first love. Was T-ball phenom, T-ball star, and then around the same time too, I started playing football as well. But yeah, baseball was my first love. Picked up the football when I was about 5 years old. Put on the pads, and ever since then was just enamored with it. Grew up in Malden, Massachusetts. Shout out to 781. Played Malden Pop Warner my whole life from 5 years old, F squad, to when I was 13 before going to high school. Played every position. I played lineman. I played quarterback. I played running back. Anything that was just involved playing football, I kind of did it. And at the same time, too, was playing baseball as well. Was kind of one of those kids that was, like, in 8th grade, 9th grade, getting, like, recruited by prep schools. So, like, that was kind of cool, like, being that young and, like, prep schools. Oh, Jared, come you want to visit, emailing my dad and stuff. It was like, well, this is kind of cool. You kind of fall in love with that at an early age. So, yeah, I went to Malden High for 3 years. Had a great career at Malden High. Was blessed, man, all-time leading passer, first quarterback to rush for 1,000, first quarterback to, we won our conference championship for the first time in, like, forever. So I was able to do a lot of cool things. At the same time, too, was playing with Isaiah Likely, who now is with the Baltimore Ravens. So I was at Malden High for 3 years playing quarterback, and then I got an opportunity to go the prep school route in Connecticut at Cheshire Academy in Connecticut to play both football and baseball. So I was getting recruited. That actually all played in because I was playing baseball, summer baseball, for the East Cobb Expos, and, my baseball coach had ties with Cheshire, the coach over there for baseball. That all happened, and ended up getting in contact with the football coaches. So I ended up repeating my junior year, went to Cheshire Academy, had another great 2 years there. Met some of my best friends, played against some of the nation's best in the prep school realm, was able to win Prep School Player of the Year my senior year. So overall, my high school career was a blessing, man. It was definitely something I dreamed of when I was a kid, wanted to accomplish a lot of cool things, and I was able to do that. Unfortunately, on the recruiting side of things, it still wasn't really picking up. Played in an All-American game, which was kind of dope. Played with Kayvon Thibodeau. Was like the only under-the-radar kind of guy that was there, so it was really cool. Everyone's going to, like, these big-time schools. And then there's little old me from Massachusetts showing that I can hang with these guys. And that was just another, to cap off my high school career was really, really dope. But, yeah, like I said, didn't really get any big-time offers. Had FCS offers from Merrimack. At the time, they were D2 going D1. So I call it like a D1 and a half offer because they weren't really, D1, but they weren't D2. So, and then had an offer from Sacred Heart, but, really felt like I could play at the highest level. So then I had some preferred walk-ons, had a preferred walk-on at Rutgers, had a preferred walk-on at UMass. And at the time, like, everything was happening so quick. Like, I played in the All-American game, won the Prep School Player of the Year. All, like, the schools, that like Merrimack, Sacred Heart, they were all like, yo, if you don't commit, you're going to have to, like, we're going to pull your offer, basically. So I was like, shit. I didn't want to go FCS, so I ended up actually taking the preferred walk-on at UMass because at the time my thought process was like, okay, I go here, pay for 1 year, and I never have to pay again. Whereas, like, if I go to these FCS schools, I got to pay every single year. It wasn't a full offer. So I ended up doing that, and then, like, honestly, like, right when I get to UMass, it was almost like my college career was over because I started dealing with back problems really, really bad. Like, my back was in, like, excruciating pain. Didn't really know what it was, so I was going through that because I early enrolled at UMass. So I was going through that whole spring, like, trying to prove that I belong, trying to prove that I can get on scholarship, but at the same time, I'm also really, really hurt. So months go by, end up having to get surgery on my back, which was extremely scary. You hear back surgery, you're like, oh, shit, like, might be cooked. So I ended up getting that, was able to make a full recovery from it. And then the next year comes by, I get a position switch, COVID hits, the world's upside down. So I'm kind of at a standstill again, trying to figure out what I want to do because honestly, like, the sad reality of being a walk-on sometimes is you're not necessarily a forefront at all. It's just how it works. You kind of feel like you're not on the team sometimes. It's an interesting situation. And I was definitely very hard-headed at the time. Like, looking back on it, I definitely think I should have waited things out a little bit longer. But, everything happens for a reason. So, yeah, around that time, like I said, COVID had hit, position change, and kind of just really wanted a fresh start. I just felt like nothing was really going right for me at UMass. Had the back surgery. Same time, my mom got into a really bad accident. So it was just a lot of bad vibes, bad juju. Like, I really just wanted a clean slate. So I entered the portal with, like, the intentions that, okay, I'll probably end up at, like, Merrimack or something. But with the whole COVID situation, they didn't really know their scholarship count. Like I said, the world was upside down. You already know that. So all, like, Merrimack, Sacred Heart, they couldn't offer me. So I really had no offers in the portal, and this was madness in the portal because this was, like, the first time it was really a thing. And So I had a coach from Independence Community College follow me on Twitter, and he DMs me, and he said, hey, let's hop on a call. And, I was like, all right, let me hear what he has to say. I don't really have any other calls that I got to attend to right now. So, we end up chopping it up. He's like, do you think you can come down to Kansas in a week? And I'm like, whoa, a week? That's a fast turnaround, man. But, I talked to my parents, and we had a meeting with the coaches, and they ultimately thought, like, this was the best decision for me. Like, the one thing about JUCO coaches is they can sell you the dream, man, where they were like, oh, you come here, you go bigger than UMass. And, like, right when they said that, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to rewrite my story kind of thing. So I end up in Independence, Kansas, man. And that was a journey. We'll definitely dive into that a little bit, but just want to give, like, a brief rundown of everything so we can get into the next part of it. So, yeah, I'm at Independence for a year, man, go through another injury, contemplating walking away from football. Just a lot of adversity, the JUCO life. What you hear is what you get, man. A lot of people say it's, prison for football. It's just constant mayhem. I used to call it, like, the island of misfit toys because it's, like, everyone kind of has, like, something just a little off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's an injury that happened or they got kicked out of school or their grades weren't right. Someone has a story. You know what I'm saying? You're not just getting a straight, thorough guy. So, yeah, I'm at Independence for a year, like I said. Injuries, all that adversity, ended up going to a Division II school after that, Missouri. And that's actually when I for the first time, quit football and walked away from the game. I was there for about half a year, halfway through the season. Was kind of like, all right, I'm not playing. Things just aren't going my way. I'm in the middle of nowhere, Missouri. I just kind of want to be done with football. I'm already in my third school. So, ended up walking away from the game of football after a year at Missouri. Dropped out of school, more or less. Then I was back home, working at UPS, making content, just trying to figure out what my next move was in life. And then I got wrapped back up in the game, more so because I was just trying to get my degree. I was like, I went prep school, did all this. Like, I might as well just get my degree. Ended up going to Framingham State, Division III school, switched positions from running back to linebacker, and it was the best thing for me. Absolutely balled out. Led the country in tackles for loss. Was All-American, was a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. So that season was truly a blessing, man. It was dope. It was dope to be able to finally have some success in college because it was like more or less 4 or 5 years with no success, honestly. I had a little bit in JUCO, but again, injuries kind of hurt me. So for me able to be able to do that in, like, in my home state, back home with everyone being able to watch me, it was really cool. So then I was at a crossroad because it was like, okay, I had 1 year eligibility left, but then I also got invited to the FCS National Bowl. So it was basically just like a game for, low-level FCS, D2, D3 prospects just trying to get in front of pro scouts. But if I played in the game, I couldn't use any of my eligibility because that was it. So I was kind of like, damn, I didn't know really what I wanted to do. It was only my first year playing linebacker. So my thought process was like, all right, I go play in this game, and I don't really know. It's it. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't work out, like, the career is over. Or I go back to college, hit the portal, try and go D1, get another year of experience, just learn the position more. So I end up hitting the portal, kind of blew up in the portal. Had like about 10 offers, 5 D2, 5 D1. Ended up getting a full ride to Central Connecticut. So ended up committing there, knew the coach for a while. Just felt like it was the right move for my last year. And, I was there for the last year, 2024, halfway through 2024, played in the spring game, did spring ball, and then unfortunately hurt my back again. And that was the last time I'd be on the field, man. So didn't mean to drag that out, but that is, and now we're sitting here in the Diesel Podcast.
Exactly. Now we're here.
Yeah.
So you said when did you really start making content, and what kind of inspired you to start making content?
First video I ever made was in 2021. We had a bye week at Independence, and I was actually visiting my sister in Texas, and I was balling out. I was the leading rusher in the Jayhawk conference. Things were going really, really good. We were 4-0 at the time, and like I said, was leading the conference. So I did like a little like how I left UMass, and now they told me I couldn't play running back, and then now I'm playing running back and I'm balling out, leading the country. And I remember it was like to like a Rod Wave song, and it just blew up. Like I remember just being with my sister, and all of a sudden I checked, it had like over 200,000 views. I was like, holy shit. That was the first time I had ever gone viral or anything. So I was kind of like, and it was my first video I ever posted.
Yeah,
so
that'll get you hooked right there.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, maybe I have a story that people are intrigued with. And a lot of people, because at the end of the video, I was like, oh, follow me to see where I end up. And a lot of people were like, yo, I want to see where this kid ends up. So that was really how it started. Yeah, 2021. It was probably like September, November of 21. And then I've been hooked ever since, man.
Yeah, yeah. So did you kind of face what I've personally experienced with making content is you have like a lot of like people who you like think are like your friends
Right.
that will like rag on you or think that you're like, you know, just like say stuff that gets under your skin a little bit. Did you experience that at all? Especially playing at JUCO where that environment's so competitive. Did you get any like flack for wanting to make content?
Honestly, dude, like I always, whenever I look back in JUCO, like it was always like the most pure dudes I ever been around. Like I don't know, even like just in high school, growing up, like I always had people around me that were kind of just like envious and jealous, and always had something to say. But like when I was in JUCO, it was like the first time I actually felt like I experienced like true support. So in JUCO, everyone thought that shit was dope. They're like, "Oh shit, like you're helping us." Like I remember playing in games, and dudes on the other team would be like, "Yo, you're that dude from TikTok, right?" I'd be like, "Yeah." So, excuse me, JUCO was, damn, JUCO was always like the most pure, raw. Like it was dope. Like that was my favorite experience playing football and just being around dudes like that. So yeah, you know, definitely some dudes like just locally or whatever. You know how it is, man. I always got something to say, but I don't got too many friends right now, so I don't even. I'm
Keep
so
your
far
circle.
in it, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. So how much of your time do you spend today making content?
it's all day.
All day.
Yeah, I recently went full time with it. Took a risk. I'm not gonna sit here and act like friggin' big time or whatever. I'm not stupid. So, but you know, I figure, you know, if you want to make something happen, you got to go full time in it, man. I'm 24 years old, bro. I know what I want to do. I want to stay on this content stuff. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. So, I'm just gonna take this whole year to just be fully locked in on it and just turn the dream into a reality, man. So yeah, it's all day, every day, man. Gets tiring though. You're on your phone and shit. I hate it, but it's what you got to do sometimes until I can get to the point where I have people editing my shit. But for now, I'm the marketing director, I'm the brand director, I'm the graphic designer, I'm the editor, I'm it all, bro. So,
well, I mean, those are the skills that you need for any like
right.
just I mean, just to have those skills to be able to once you're at that point where you hire somebody, you know what to look for, you know what looks good, and I mean, it's good skills to have. God willing, hopefully everything works out for both of us. But
man, it will.
If it doesn't, I mean, we have all those skills and say,
facts.
Come on.
Right. No, I will though. It will,
yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we're doing it out here. We're doing it. We got a little upgrade to the studio here. We got a little diesel sign, you know.
Get this red truck. A
little red truck. Yep. So, you know, having played at virtually every level, how do you think that helps you to better understand the individual athlete? Because obviously, I mean, just saying at JUCO, sorry, we got a little New England cold going on here. I guess the afterburners still messing me up a little bit here, but how are you able to better relate to the individual athlete?
I think with me in particular, like a lot of dudes that try to get involved in being in the realm of what we do, I'm not saying you need to have been whatever. I'm not saying you by any means had to play in every division or whatever, but I feel like with my journey, like anything you could possibly think of going through, like I went through, you know, being feeling like the highest of highs and the lowest of lows and injuries, adversity, politics, losing friends, like anything an athlete is going to go through, I already went through. So I feel like I have that edge where it's like, yo, I really relate to you because I truly was you at one point in my life. So I think that definitely, like I said, it was a tough journey, and I don't advise anyone to go on that journey, man. But for me, man, I got to meet a ton of different people, got to really, you know, test myself and really learn who I was as a person. And now, like, I'm in this next phase of my life, and it's just a blessing because, like I said, man, anything an athlete has been through, you can literally hit me up, and bro, I probably went through it too. So
yeah, that's really interesting. Like you said, like you see, like a lot of these people on ESPN and stuff, like that will talk about an athlete's experience, and it's like, all right, well, you're 60 years old, you haven't played since before the 3-point line existed, and you're talking about how this team's taking too many threes, but meanwhile they're winning games and stuff. Like it comes off as inauthentic to the average listener and the viewer, and I think that authenticity is something that people are really longing for nowadays, and you're bringing it, man. I
appreciate it, bro. I mean, you know, in this space, man, and in content in general, a lot of people fake a lot of shit, bro. So yeah, like you said, man, people are longing for some real shit, and it's up to us to give it to them, man. No bullshit. So
yeah, and I mean, you've been very transparent about your your journey has been something that is like built your following. Like as you've grown, your following has grown. Was there like a turning point where you kind of had a video that like really blew up, that like you gained like a bunch of followers overnight, or has it just been a slow climb?
No, it was definitely at the beginning of this year. So when I was at Framingham State, I wish I documented it more because, I mean, man, it was a legendary season. But I was kind of just like, man, you were on this whole content journey. You've been at a ton of different places. Like, let's just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Let's just play ball. Let's get our degree. And if it goes well, it goes well. But, like, don't add any more pressure that needs to be on you. Like, let's just play and have fun. And like I said, I wish I documented it because shit, I went crazy. I was able to, like I'm saying, like really, really, I mean, I was the best. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like for D3, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it was D1, but for D3, like I literally led the country in tackles for loss. So it was like going from like when I hit the portal, that's when I really like started to promote myself on social media. And then I just dropped, like I remember 2 videos in particular at the beginning of 2024 that went crazy. It was how I went from D3 to D1. Just talked about that whole process from like going into the summer, like working out, training, all that. And then I did like a whole how I played in every single division. And those videos both went crazy. And that's like right, I hit the 10K mark at the beginning of 24. So yeah, that was like right when it really, really started to take off for real.
Yeah, and then you just hit 50K, last week? Or?
Yeah, I got 50K on TikTok and 30K on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's been dope, bro.
Yeah.
It's been sick.
Yeah, I mean, people say that the fight to 100 followers or like 0 followers to 100 followers is harder than the fight from 10,000 followers to 30,000. Or
it's tough, bro. It's a grind, man. I'm sure you know it, bro. It is a grind, man.
Yeah, it's tough to stay consistent with content. I'd say it's
got to post every day. That's the thing. Like when I was in Orlando, that's what I really noticed. Like because they obviously had like influencers and stuff there. These dudes posting like 5 times a day. I'm like, holy shit, man. I'm slacking. I post a video once every few days. I can't do that no more, bro.
Yeah, especially if you're full time too. You just gotta. I mean, I don't do it. I don't post every day. It's hard for me to do it too. But these guys that are at the top, you gotta think about it in football terms. It's like every rep you get is just an opportunity to get better. It's like
I struggle with this sometimes because I hate forcing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't have an idea to post, like I don't want to like force myself. The best videos I've ever posted were just like random thoughts in my head. Like when I feel like when you try and press and you try and force it, then it's just the content's not authentic.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, people do it. People are posting 4 or 5 times a day. I've been trying to start the year off posting like 2-3 times. So you gotta stay consistent with it, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So can you talk a little bit more about your JUCO experience and how competitive that environment was? I know we've talked about it in the past. I don't know if you guys know, but we attempted to do a podcast a couple weeks ago. Right. But things were a little wonky, but now we got more to talk about and we got a little bit of a better studio. Amen. So everything happens for a reason. So.
Amen. So yeah, JUCO, man, Independence Community College, Last Chance U was not on Last Chance U. So for everyone who constantly asks me in the comments, nope, was not on the show. I wish I was.
That would have been cool. Yeah, that would have been
real cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically when they recruited me, they made it seem like they had no running backs, like their running back room was terrible. They really needed a guy. I was gonna come in, play right away. So I get down there and immediately I find out that was cap. We got a 4-star transfer from Marshall. We got my boy Tavion, who was a Utah transfer, or not a Utah transfer, a Cincinnati transfer. He ended up going to Utah after Independence. My boy Pat was a 4-star. Like, it's straight dog. So I'm sitting here like, why did you guys bring me? And mind you, we're all roommates. So it's kind of like, whoa, we're all trying to fight for the same job, but we're roommates at the same time. So that was really interesting because, we're all sitting there like, there's only one football. So this one's going to be real interesting. But, yeah, man, it's cutthroat. First practice I got there, literally 10 minutes into the practice, the coach cut one of the quarterbacks. Kid just wasn't completing passes. And, I remember he had come from another JUCO, and he had called his old JUCO coach and basically was saying, like, oh, okay, like, I understand why this kid transferred now. He sucks. Like, in the middle of the practice, I'm sitting there like, holy shit, bro. I remember the coach coming up to me like, oh, what the fuck are they doing in Massachusetts? Just straight roasting, just coming at you every single day. Like it's cutthroat, man. It is. Only the strong survive. You literally, it comes the norm. Like, you got a guy at practice one day and then you never see him again. He just packed his stuff up and went home. It's just how it goes, bro. It's everyone's fighting for their last. This is it. They call it Last Chance U for a reason because realistically, like if you don't make it happen, it's it. It's clips for your career. Where you gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was the definition of cutthroat. It was the definition of back against the wall. But I was super thankful for it, man, because I feel like it really turned me into a man. Made me appreciate the little things of life, and which just made me more grateful. I was just more thankful for the little shit, and I was more thankful for just being able to play football and being able to try and live out my dreams, because that shit just puts a lot of shit in perspective for you. So, yeah, JUCO was an experience for sure, bro.
Definitely. So this is a little bit more of like a fun segment here, and I have it on my laptop, but it's a little bit out of reach here. But could you build you did play quarterback growing up.
Yeah.
And now you're starting to potentially get into some more quarterback content.
Trust, it's coming, bro. I'm going to show everyone, like, I still got it, bro. I still got it.
Could you build your dream quarterback? We'll do 5 categories. We'll do arm strength. We'll do accuracy. We'll do field vision. We'll do mobility. And we will do that clutch factor.
So you said, all right, mobility, Lamar Jackson. Arm strength.
You could be all time too. Doesn't have to be current.
Arm strength. See, this one's going to be crazy because no one is going to expect for me to say this. But arm strength, I'm going Jamarcus Russell.
Nah, I would say the same thing.
Because that dude could throw the ball like 80 yards on his knees, bro. So that is arm strength for sure. We're going Jamarcus Russell. What were the other one? Like IQ?
Accuracy. IQ.
Accuracy, we're going to go Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. See, I would have said Drew Brees.
Ooh, that's a good one too. I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers, though. Not this season, though. I'm talking like, we're talking like prime. Okay, prime Aaron Rodgers for sure. What was the other categories?
IQ and clutch.
Ooh. IQ. Clutch, you have to go Brady.
Yep.
IQ, Peyton Manning.
Okay.
So we got Jamarcus Russell, arm strength, Lamar Jackson, mobility, clutch factor, Brady, IQ, Manning.
Okay. Now transitioning a little bit, build your dream team all time. You get 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end, and then a defense. And the defense could be like, you could pick Legion of Boom. You could pick that Denver Broncos Orange Crush defense.
All right, we're going quarterback, got to be Brady. You said running back. Barry Sanders.
Yep.
All-time record, right? Or single season?
Yeah. Actually, I think it might be Dickerson that has the all-time record, but I mean, Sanders.
I'm going Barry Sanders at running back. So Brady at quarterback, Sanders at running back, receiver. I'm gonna go. I get 2.
Yep. Actually, we'll give you 3. We'll give you 3.
Calvin Johnson. Jerry Rice. Randy Moss.
I like it.
Tight end. Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, yeah, baby. I love Gronk.
Got to. And then defense. Probably go that Ravens defense with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed.
Oh, yeah. And they had Rod Woodson on there.
Yeah, got to go that defense.
Charles Woodson.
Woodson, I believe.
And they had Terrell Suggs.
Yeah, got to go that defense.
Who else was that D tackle that they had too?
Drawing a blank.
Hiroshi Ngata.
Yeah, that defense was absurd.
Yeah.
So that'd be my. Do we do a coach or?
Yeah, coach.
They gotta go Belichick, right?
I mean, him and Brady might clash. Who knows?
They might win a Super Bowl too, though.
It's true.
Or a few of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my team. I feel like I like that team. I already know that's gonna be clickbait in the Instagram. So I hope you guys are either gonna roast me or praise me in the comments. So we'll see.
I mean, anything's good, right?
Right.
Get that engagement up.
Amen to that, bro.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about playoff picture this year in the NFL?
I love it. I love that Baker's in the playoffs. I think it is. It's going to be a great playoff. If I had to pick a winner, Super Bowl winner.
Give me your Super Bowl your Super Bowl matchup prediction.
I want Josh Allen to be in the Super Bowl, man. I really do.
I'd like to see a Josh Allen Baker Mayfield matchup.
I would. That would be the dream matchup, honestly. I don't think
that Bucks team can fight though.
They can fight though.
They're never out of a game. They've never really been out of a game.
I'm gonna say it now. It's gonna be Detroit, and it's gonna be Baltimore.
I'd like to see Lamar get a chip too.
I would
fight for one.
I would. I think he wins MVP and he gets a ring.
Yeah.
I don't know though, man. Josh Allen, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be an exciting playoff, man, for sure. Patriots didn't make it though.
No, we didn't really make anything this year.
Except for losing the first pick. Gotta love that.
Made a fool of ourselves, if anything.
Who do you got in the Super Bowl?
I really want to say Bucks. I mean, I'm biased. I live in Tampa.
Hey, man.
I love Baker Mayfield.
I love Baker.
Yeah. No, I'm actually gonna say Bucks.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say Bucks, Bills, and the Bucks are gonna win.
Damn, Baker Mayfield's Super Bowl. I would love that, bro. Baker got a Super Bowl, bro. I'd love that.
That'd be such a dogfight too.
Man, that would be a great game. Great football.
Yeah.
Great football.
Now, what do you think about college football?
Shout out to college football playoff, man.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking shit about it. Everyone, oh, we shouldn't do it. And I mean, look at it now.
A little bit of technical difficulties with the camera. Overheated. Maybe it had some of the leftover afterburner wings. Actually, there weren't any afterburner wings left over because I ate them all.
I think the heat from it may have seeped into the camera and it just got too hot, man.
Yeah. I like the hot seat though. I think we could actually make that a segment.
I think there's something that is a lot of potential in the hot seat, man. You can really get to the bottom of a lot of things in the hot seat, man.
I think it would have been cool to eat the wings before, because then you'd really.
I don't know if I would be able to think.
Yeah.
I guess that's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah. No, Hot Ones has something special though.
For sure.
I'd say.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Hot Ones. I mean, that guy asks great questions too.
Yes, he's a pro.
Yeah, he is
a pro, man.
Yeah. So I think we were talking about NIL and how it's revolutionizing the sport or just college athletics in general.
Mm-hmm.
Interacting with a lot of these athletes who are going to play at these big Power 5 schools, do you think some of these athletes realize the potential that they have or realize the opportunity that's in front of them?
I think some of them do. I think there's a good handful of them that understand their worth and that are going to negotiate their worth. But I also think there is a lot who are kind of just clueless and are just, I'm going to college to play. Yeah, you guys want to give me some money? Here you go. So I think that you're going to see a lot more of these athletes get representation, get the proper, agents and stuff so they can really get what they're paid for. Because, I mean, if you tell a school, hey, give me $20,000, but you're realistically worth like $500,000, they're not going to say, oh, yeah, let's actually give you $500,000. Go up $20,000. Yeah, here you go. So, yeah, it's going to get very interesting. A lot of these kids are worth a lot of money. I was at the UA All-American game, and you're kind of just looking on the field like, holy shit, dude. Like, there is millions of dollars on the field right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy. The landscape has changed, man. And someone said it to me. They were like, rules and regulations will become in place, but they already paid the players, so they're not going to not pay the players anymore. We have officially entered the pay-for-play era, so... Yeah, man, it's an exciting time. It's the beginning, so it's the exciting time, man. There's a lot of opportunity, man.
Yeah.
A lot of opportunity.
I think, if anything, the rules and regulations will be more directed in areas like the transfer portal and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Which I think is honestly probably a good thing because, I mean, you see these guys who've played at 5 different schools. They're on their 8th year of eligibility. It's like, what's going on? Like,
and, I mean, look, they passed the friggin' JUCO law that you can now play JUCO no more years. And I think they just upped it to you get 5 years of eligibility now.
Okay. So it's like the G League now.
It's literally like the G League, bro. It's going to be, you're going to see a lot of older dudes in college now. It's crazy. You're going to see 26, 27, like that's going to kind of become like the norm, which is insane to think.
But. And that's like when a lot of NFL players like enter their prime.
Facts.
Which is crazy. And the average NFL career only lasts 4 years.
Yeah, 3-4 years. Yeah. NFL, not for long, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, it's just such a cutthroat industry too, but college kind of opens things up. I mean, like it's really interesting what direction it's going to go in.
It's a wild time. It's the Wild West, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but I think that voices like you and I, you actually played college athletics, me kind of just being a fan and passionate about it, I think that voices like us are important to somewhat guide some of these athletes down the right path because
100%.
A lot of these guys just want to focus on being the best athletes that they can. And, a lot of them don't really want like these agents having such jurisdiction over their life when they don't really know their true value yet.
100%.
That's where I find it to be interesting because a lot of these NFL guys, they'll sign deals with their agents like knowing, okay, I already made it to the NFL. But like some of these guys don't really know what is going on in there.
At all. Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Williams, 17 years old. To make a lifelong decision at like 17 is
crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids are going to get taken advantage of, unfortunately, because they're like, you know, you go to the pros, you're a little more mature, you've been through college, you've seen it. You're fresh out of high school, so you're a baby, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, these agents are cutthroat, man. These dudes are sharks, bro. So some of them are going to be able to make a bag off these kids, and like you said, voices like ours are important. You know what I'm saying? So in it for the right reasons, so we could help navigate and help these kids, you know, get their worth, but also, you know, not get taken advantage of in a sense. So
and then content is important too. I mean, that's how you brand yourself now is content. I mean, nobody's putting up a billboard with BC football player's head on it anymore. It's all social media content.
That's it, dude. So I mean, some people, like older people, read the newspaper and listen to the radio, but I mean, we're in the age, everything's on the phone, bro. So you got to be able to market yourself, and that's the biggest thing: name, image, and likeness. Name, you have to have an image, and you have to have a likeness, man.
It's true.
Right here, brother.
It's power is in your pocket, is what
Literally,
I like to say.
bro. You can make $1 million off your phone.
Yep, I've seen people do it too.
It's crazy, bro. It's insane.
I mean, it's kind of an extreme example, but you look at that Ncaa girl.
She disappeared, bro.
Yeah, did she really?
Yeah,
after the
Ncaa coin, yeah. Dude.
Hawk coin. I actually put the house on it, and we have a week to make up rent, so we're gonna create a GoFundMe. And you guys, if you guys love Diesel University, keep us in business. We're gonna lose the studio, lose the microphones.
The goddamn Hawk coin, man. They got you, bro.
I'm gonna take the shirt off my back. Oh,
man,
boy.
we're gonna have to work at that restaurant again, bro.
Yeah. Tampa Bay Brewing Company. Shout out. I don't think they want me back, but it's all right.
You're gonna have to beg, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah. Ugh, man.
Maybe I'll start a diesel coin and flip it right on its head.
That seems to be the move, man. Pump and dump, is that what they call it?
Yeah.
That might be it, dude. Diesel coin, bro.
I don't know. No, we'd never do something like that.
Yeah, right. It's irresponsible.
Irresponsible and deceptive.
Very.
So
very deceptive.
Hawk 2, if you're listening, just disappear, all right?
Yeah, she's gone.
She's gone.
Yeah, she's 15 seconds is up.
Yep.
15 minutes, is that what 15 minutes?
15 seconds, 15 minutes.
Yeah, same thing.
She might have had she had a full year.
She
I
did.
think.
She had a little run, dude. She had a little run for sure. She was plugged in with like Jake Paul and shit, dude. Like crazy.
Whatever PR agency she was with is probably doing well.
Doing real well, man.
Yeah. It always ends up. I don't know how, but it always ends up talking about Hawk 2 for some reason. One
way or another, dude.
So she didn't disappear if we're still talking about her.
She's relevant, man. She's very, very relevant. Is that your type?
No. I like a little church girl.
There you go. Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that, man.
Yeah. So if you're a church girl and you're listening, I don't think that's our audience. I think there's probably guys that are between the ages of 15 and 18 watching right now. So,
hey, man, you'd be surprised. That's the one thing about content that will surprise you. It's always the people you least expect, man. So who knows? Maybe the exact girl is listening at the exact time.
I sure hope so. That would be awesome.
That would be.
2025, about to lock
Off
in.
to a great year, man.
See, if I get like a girlfriend or something, I want her to be like 6'5" chick from like Iceland or Sweden or something, so I can like make some D1 babies or something.
It's a business decision, bro.
Yeah,
it's a great business decision.
You like that one? Yeah,
great business decision.
I mean,
it's tough. Relationships are hard right now, bro.
Yeah, no, it is. It's I've been on Tinder a little bit recently.
How's that going?
Navigating that. I mean, my friends do this thing called playing the game.
Yeah.
Where they go through ChatGPT and come up with the most.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Craziest.
Yeah. Pickup lines.
Yeah. I couldn't even like recite them like on the air right now.
Probably get canceled.
Yeah. But they're just some of them are just absolutely incredible.
ChatGPT's a little freak, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. ChatGPT is actually an incredible software.
Get it all done, man. You can do your homework. You can get pickup lines. You can get a girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They have like AI girlfriends now, stuff, too.
Maybe you could get a Tinder sponsorship. You ever thought about that? Do they sponsor, like, people?
They should. Sponsor me.
I think that'd be an electric get for Tinder.
Oh, yeah. I'm a daily user. I mean, don't you want somebody who believes in the product?
But are you a gold member, though?
No. I think that's worse than subscribing to an OnlyFans is Tinder Gold.
Yeah, that's two down bad avenues, man, for sure.
Yeah, that's like, I'd probably be at a real low point if I was there.
Tough time. It is tough times, though.
It is tough times.
It is
tough
times.
But I don't think your solution is Tinder.
Yeah, no. I think if that's what you're, relying on, then I think should be some self-work.
Join like a run club or something.
Run club. You could pick up the Bible.
Yep, that's true.
Could always pick up the holy book, man. That could help.
That does help.
That does help, man. For sure.
But they got some pretty good run clubs in Tampa. Hey, but I'm also in a Bible study in Tampa,
Hey, we
too.
love that.
But it's an all-men's Bible study, so.
That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah. Do you ever run? I think it would be cool to do like a marathon.
Oh, man. Honestly, ever since I stopped playing football, running has kind of been the last thing I want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to run a lot when I was playing. Should run miles and stuff. Had this little trail, not a trail, but I had this like my own little path I had when I was in Malden. I would run by like the train station. There would be like this hill near the high school that I would run up. I used to love it, man. Late night, dude. Fucking throw on some Future, some Drake.
Oh yeah.
Think about everyone who's been doubting me. Just get back in that bag, dude.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I miss about football. It's just because you go to the gym now. It's like, oh fuck, man, I gotta work out. When you're playing, especially in high school, and you're trying to get those offers, it's like you're like the fucking hungry wolf climbing up the fucking hill. Miss that, dude.
Yeah, you just visualize like Rocky running up the stairs.
Man, dude, whoever is watching this and play for as long as you can, bro. But unless it's like semi-pro, I think that's insane. That's crazy.
Now, I've seen my dad's a ref, so I've gone with him around Massachusetts, and I went to a semi-pro game in Malden, actually, I think. What's that stadium called in Malden?
McDonald's Stadium?
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. And it was like, there was this one guy with like 3 teeth, and he had like a mohawk, and he was like ready to go. I think he was like the kicker or something like that. He had like a mean plumber's crack. I was like, this dude is like.
Oh, that's great content, though. I'm just picturing it now.
Oh, bro, you'll meet some characters, some real characters.
I just don't understand, why is it called semi-pro? Because there is nothing professional about it.
No. I guess that's just the pads, the pads and the refs, maybe.
I feel like it should be called like the furthest thing from pro. Like,
it's like
dudes are smoking on the sidelines. You know?
Yeah, no,
like ripping dab pens.
Yeah. we still good here. We still recording, Royce. Beautiful, beautiful. Shout out Royce, our producer.
Amen, dude.
Producer of the day.
He's killing it.
He is just vibing, man.
He's killing it.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Dude, the afterburner. I think it's got me like high, bro.
Yeah, no, it definitely.
I think they put some THC in it.
Yeah, I think my belly's doing like somersaults and stuff. I feel like got Livy Dunn, just swallowed like Livy Dunn or something. She's like doing backflips and stuff inside my stomach.
Oh man,
could be the milk too, dude. I'm not a. You know what? When I was trying to bulk up for football in high school, I would drink like one of those like a liter of like Fairlife milk a day.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
You were really bulking up.
Oh yeah, 20 pounds every year in high school. Started 180, 200, 220, 240.
It's a fucking unit right there.
Now I'm like just a blob, I feel like. I gotta get back at the gym. Hey, can we talk about what Royce did this morning?
Let's talk about
our producer Royce bought a printer.
Right.
For whatever reason. I don't know why anybody has a printer nowadays.
Right.
Royce buys a printer and decides to print out multiple of my fattest images and sends them to me.
Do we have any of them?
Royce, could you pull up the image? Could you pull it off? I mean, this is just ridiculous.
This is unreal.
This was probably at 7:00 in the morning. He did this.
Wow.
So I mean, there's dedication to the craft.
Oh wow, we love that, dude.
We'll pop it up on the screen for you guys.
With the flannel, dude.
Yeah, I think it was the angle. Maybe.
Yeah, the angle is not doing you right, bro.
No, and it was actually on the front page of one of my best friend's Instagram posts.
Can you throw it up for me real quick? I love that.
That's my number one.
That's the go-to.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
Were you drinking Sunny D's that day?
Sunny D's, yeah.
Some Capri Suns.
Yeah, Capri Suns, Sunny D's, and Coca-Cola.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
Wow, I wish people could see the first podcast and how it is nothing compared to this podcast.
No, it was way too serious last time, but I feel like, people know if there people are tuning in, they know your story, you know?
Right. You know, I feel like that's another thing I need to do is I really am past, like, a lot of times I would, like, question what I was posting, and I was, like, afraid to, you know what I'm saying, like, put myself out there because I was like, I'm going to high school games, like, I want to make sure I'm approved. Fuck that, dude. Like, I need to just be more of me, you know what I'm saying? And just let loose, bro. That's the biggest. That's what I'm trying to do this year, 2025. Do it all, bro. Do the motivational. Do the God. I love God. Jesus is my dog, you know what I'm saying? Have a little broadcast channel now on my page. Football, all of it, bro. Like, gotta just be your authentic self, man. That's the goal this year, dude. Just be me.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of made me realize that nowadays it kind of doesn't, you don't really have to put a hard filter on what you want to do, is the fact that the Nelk boys who used to go around Miami with Coca-Cola in the back of their car saying,
we got Coke.
going up the cops, we got Coke.
Yeah.
Now they're on Air Force One with Trump. And
Yeah, dude. Even like this past week kind of opened my eyes because like I did the little interview with Relka, and he's the man, dude. But like, bro, he like makes music like cussing and whatnot, and then I asked him like, what did 2024 teach him? And he literally was like, yo, fuck everybody. This dude has literally at the Under Armour All-American game and has an Under Armour sponsor. It's like, oh, dude, like I can literally say whatever I want. Yeah. To an extent. Obviously, there's certain boundaries you can't. But yeah, dude, the raw, like people love that shit, dude. So
that's why I think podcasting is taking over entertainment, I think, because it's the most authentic, expressive, like, entity, I feel like.
Totally agree. Real shit, man.
Yeah, podcasting definitely saved my mindset, and like I'd say, I wouldn't say my life, but like it definitely shaped who I am as a person. Is I found podcasts right when COVID hit. Amen. Was like, well, I mean, if I didn't find podcasts, I would probably have lost myself a little bit, because it gave me that thirst for human connection and not interaction, but it almost does feel like interaction in a way, because you have questions in your head that you kind of want to know about the world that are being answered. You know, I mean, I remember the first podcast I ever watched was Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan. I don't know if you're
so funny.
So fun, bro. It like blew my mind. I was like, dude, this is the funniest guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, Joey Diaz is mad funny, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a big Shane Gillis guy.
Oh yeah, Shane Gillis the dog too.
Comedian Cracker of the Year he won on the AB Sports Show.
Did he really?
Did you tune into the Cracker of the Year awards?
No.
Yeah, man. No. Antonio Brown had his own award show.
Really?
Yeah, gave out numerous awards to different crackers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see he was at a Trump rally and he was like, I love you guys. You guys are all my crackers of the year. And then Trump like shut the mic off.
Dude. People talk a lot of shit about AB, but that man is a genius. But I don't think people are ready for that conversation, man.
No, they're not.
People are ready for it, dude. He is a marketing genius. I mean, look at him, dude. He's plugged in with the president now. Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a lot of people can say that.
Now, Le'Veon Bell was there too, actually, at that.
So now knowing that there is a Cracker of the Year award, is that something that is, hope? Like you hope that you get that one day, or
yeah, I'm shooting for it in 2025.
Nice.
My friend James actually won White Boy of the Year this year.
Oh, nice.
And he got like a T-shirt and everything
shit,
too. Yeah, from like the official like White Boy Commission.
Oh, wow.
Sent it to him and all that, and he's in the Marine Corps, so he's fighting for our country. So
that's amazing.
I think he deserves White Boy of the Year.
Yeah.
And now he like found like his like sense of like fashion and stuff too now too. Like
that's awesome.
He wears like skinny jeans and like Air Force Ones, and
Lit.
he used to just I mean he's geeking over here. But shout out James. I mean
shout out James.
James used to like wear like a burlap sack to school, and now he's like like freaking Fashion Nova.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. Shout out to Air Force One. Shout out to jeans.
Yeah.
Shout out to White Boy of the Year.
Yeah, shout out White Boy of the Year. Shout out James.
Shout out AB.
Yeah. Are you shooting for White Boy of the Year this year? Or?
Yeah.
Would you rather be White Boy of the Year or Cracker of the Year?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Cracker of the Year is definitely something that I'm shooting for one day. I don't really know necessarily what category I'll fall into, but I think that I think that this could be the year,
That would be kind of like it's not like actually like when you really break it down, it's not like super out of reach for like AB to recognize you as Cracker of the Year.
Dude, I think I'm on the right path right now, dude.
You are.
I just keep killing it, dude, and just keep showing my face at these places. I'm bound to run into him at one point, dude, and all it takes is one convo.
He is a Miami guy too. He could see him next weekend.
Dude, if I saw him next weekend, I'm applying for Cracker of the Year.
Just get on his radar,
Right. And be like, yo, you're gonna know about me soon.
Yeah.
The rest will take care of itself. So
that
would be an honor. Definitely would be.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to? We're going to Miami next weekend for Battle Miami.
Battle Miami, baby.
What is like the best possible thing that could happen there? Because anything can happen in Miami. We already talked about this.
Anything could happen in Miami. Are we talking like football wise or like
football? Just football career wise, like who's there? What do they say to you?
Who's there? What do they say to me? That's a great question. I think the best possible scenario that could happen at Battle Miami is that I just put myself on a lot of people's radars. Just like, big content people, I guess, kind of just see me, see what I'm doing, and kind of, want to collaborate and whatnot. I'd love to get some dope interviews. I know like Cam Newton will be there. I know like there's just going to be random people there that are just have connections and shit. So yeah, obviously, it's going to be my first YouTube video of 2025. So, would love for that to blow up. 50, 100K views. That'd be sick. At 30K on Instagram. I'm trying to hit like 300K. Obviously, that's not going to happen in one weekend, but I mean, shit, it might.
How many? You gained a lot of followers last weekend, though.
Didn't you? I did. I think I hit like over 1,000 last week. So
yeah,
I'd love it. 1,000 a week. That'd be turnt. So yeah, man. I just think that the year started off great, being in Orlando and Miami again, and I just want to make this a common occurrence this year. Just trips, content. That was one of my things with content. I wanted to just travel a lot. So I haven't really been able to because of football and whatnot, but I want this year to be a lot of traveling, a lot of content, just a lot of dope shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think traveling is really important. Every good opportunity I've had came from traveling and just, like, putting myself out there. Like, I went to the Gymshark Miami event, like, last year. Last year at this point. But I met, like, Sarah Safari and my buddy. It's crazy, but my buddy got a Gymshark tattoo.
Oh, shit.
And, like,
oh, damn.
Then we showed, like, one of, like, the ladies who worked at Gymshark.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, they're all British there. She's like, oh, my God, you have to meet the CEO. So she brought us in the back, and we met the CEO. And then, I don't know if you watch a lot of podcasts or not really. Chris Williamson, the Modern Wisdom guy.
Yeah.
We met him. I met him, too.
Oh, shit,
dude. I was like, oh, it was an awesome experience. But
Miami.
Shout out Brock, too. He's a good guy.
Shout out Brock. Miami, right?
Yeah, Gymshark Miami.
A lot of shit can happen in Miami, man.
It's true. Oh, we almost got sex trafficked in Miami, too.
Wow.
So we were walking, and we were just backpacking around, so we had our backpacks and stuff, and, there was, like, we're on this, like, pier.
Right.
And there was, like a big concrete block. There was probably, like, it was, like if you're with a group of guys, you're all going to look at each other and be like, do you think I could, like, jump on that and, like, jump back? It's, like, one of those things. So I was like, yeah, I could do it. So I jump over, and I almost got stuck, and, like, there was some girl, like, some, like, Russian woman or something like that. She's like, do you need help? I was like, yeah. So she grabs my hand, hops, like, she, like, got me over, and then we started talking to her. I mean, I didn't really need help, but, like, she's a beautiful woman, comes over. Of course you need help.
Sometimes you need it.
Yeah. And she's, like, talking to us and whatever. And she's like, why don't you guys, like, come back to my apartment? Like, we're in, like, Brickell, like, which is, like, the really nice part of Miami. She's like, why don't you guys come back to my apartment tonight? And, like, she was probably, like, 25, and me and my, like, 18-year-old friends are all like, come on, let's go. Yeah. And, like, she's like, I was like, oh, do you have Instagram? She's like, yeah. So she had, like, 10,000 followers or something like that. But you look, like, you could, like, being in social media, I could tell that something was off.
Right.
But none of my friends were like, they didn't think anything of it. But, like, I started looking, like, on her comments and stuff like that. It was all fake. All fake. Like, even the likes and everything was all fake. So it's like, okay, what's up with that? Yeah. My friends are all, we gotta go, right. Like, whatever. We didn't even have a car, so we were gonna Uber there and all that stuff. And she said to us, wear something sexy, dress sexy or something like that. I said, sweetheart, I'm already dressed sexy. I was wearing my Diesel University shirt. Of course I'm dressed sexy. And, my friends wanted to go home, shower for this freaking one girl. I mean, I can only imagine what it would have looked like if it went well. I mean, you got 5 guys and this one girl, like, what's... I don't know.
I don't know where that could have went.
It's Miami, man. It's Miami. Could have went anywhere. But it went nowhere. Because I asked one of my friends who goes to the University of Miami. And I said, hey, you know anything about, like, this? Like, is this real? Because, like, I looked at her Instagrams and stuff, or her Instagram and her TikTok, and it was all fake. So I was like, okay, something's off here.
Right.
And my friends were like, don't even worry about it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, let's...
we should worry about it.
We're far from home right now, man. Let's slow our roll, okay? And he's like, oh, yeah, one of my friends almost got, like, sex trafficked. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, like one of the girls, like, spiked his drink, and, like, he got robbed, and then they just threw him out on the street.
Jeez, man.
I was like, well, do you think that's what happened with us? He's like, well, like, it was, like, some Romanian chick. I thought this girl was, like, Russian or something. Yeah. She was Romanian.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know what those Romanians are doing in Miami, but you guys got to be careful out there if you're over there.
Man, we're going to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have another run-in with her.
I can't see her again. I can't do it. I'm very spiteful. She's trying to take advantage of me.
Yeah, it's scary shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It is a scary, scary topic, man. It's very prevalent in this world, man.
Yeah.
That could have been bad. We would have had no Diesel University.
No Diesel. I mean, we would have had Diesel, but it would have been like in memory of.
In memory of Diesel. We wouldn't have this sign, though.
No, we wouldn't have. Royce would have had to take over, our producer. He would have had to take it to the moon.
Right. I trust Royce, though.
No, I trust him, too. I mean, he's a real dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I called him on a moment's notice. I called him at 5:30. I said, "Hey, bud, can you swing over here real quick? Nobody else can help me with the production."
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, Royce is a guy. He's always there.
You need people like that in your life, man.
Oh yeah,
You need people that want to see you win and that'll help you win, man.
yeah. And that's what I'm gonna do for him too. I mean, Royce actually just started his own business. I don't know if he even wants to talk about it. He's doing wholesaling and white label, private label, all that good stuff. So
it's fire, bro.
yeah, it's
It's
gonna make it
fire,
happen.
man. Taking it to the moon.
We're all going to the moon, baby.
Everyone going to the moon.
I feel like an astronaut.
Do you think we went to the moon?
Wow, that's a great question. I think we did. But I mean, the year the moon landing happened, Star Wars came out 6 years later.
Right.
And I mean, the CGI on that movie was incredible.
Right.
And I mean, you know, the government had access to that technology before
For sure.
before Lucasfilms did.
Right.
So we should get Neil Armstrong on the podcast and hook him up to a lie detector.
That would be an unreal guest.
That would be wild.
I'd have to question him, man, because I don't think we went.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think it was all fake Hollywood production. I think they lied to us.
Just to stick it to Russia or what?
Yeah, I think so. I think just the way, everything took place, the way that it looked. If you look at the pictures, so you're telling me we landed that thing on the moon and then we took that thing back?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. A lot of fishy, just fishy to me. I'm try to stay away from conspiracy theories, but it seems like a lot of them are coming true. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just a guy, man. Don't come for me, man. I only have 30,000 followers. I'm nobody, so
yeah.
Please don't come for me.
If you take anything, just take like a couple hundred.
Yeah. Please, if you take any more, I'm screwed.
Yeah, we're all. I mean, take a couple hundred from me. That's like it's so much.
Yeah, especially if they get rid of TikTok.
Yeah, that's scary.
Oh man, but yeah, no, I don't think we went, bro. I don't.
It's an interesting. I mean, why haven't we been back?
That's another thing. Why haven't we?
I mean, there's probably nothing there.
Or there's everything.
It's true.
Or we can't even go, because I mean, it depends, man. How crazy you want to get on this podcast, man?
What if it's a hologram?
That's the thing, man. A lot of people, if you are an avid reader of your Bible, man, the Bible talks about that there is a firmament that covers the world, glass firmament. So if that is true, can't even go. Dang. Yeah, it's getting deep now, man.
Like a glass, like wow.
So basically, it would confirm that the Earth is flat and there's like a glass, like you can't break the glass. Basically, you ever seen the Simpsons movie when they like break the glass? That's basically what the Bible says.
That's kind of crazy to think
pretty
about.
crazy. It's pretty crazy.
I'd like to try to break the glass to see what's on the other side.
Man.
Or maybe you don't want to see what's on the other side.
Another thing I'm infatuated with is Antarctica.
Yeah.
You ever run into those conspiracy theories?
No.
It's insane, man. People think there's like another world in Antarctica. 'Cause you got to think, bro. Everything that the whole world disagrees about, but every country signed a treaty that no one will go there. What are they hiding?
That is kind of wild because we fight over a lot of crazy shit.
A lot of crazy, stupid shit.
Yeah.
But Antarctica, nope, no one can go. Makes you think, man. And there was a pilot that said he went. He flew a little too far. Said he saw like a beautiful grass, beautiful water. Like he basically talked about in his journal, like these two like flying objects basically like took control of his plane and like took him to the quote unquote leader. It's crazy shit. I forget what his name is. This is true that he really wrote this in his diary and then he died like a year later.
I wonder why.
Makes you think, brother. But I'm not a conspiracy theorist, man. I just think a little bit.
Hey, we should go to Antarctica.
I actually followed this dude on Instagram. Apparently, they're trying to, I think it was Antarctica. He's like trying to get like a group of people. He has like a whole Discord and shit. He's trying to get like a group of people to like go on this expedition.
There's been a lot of people that have died. Like,
oh no, for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that. Yeah.
It's like going down to see the Titanic.
Yeah, no. Well, that's, you want to talk about another conspiracy? That's another one too.
Titanic never sank.
Well, that it sank, but like it was like planned basically because like the whole what's it, the Federal Reserve or something. There was like extremely like powerful people on there, and then they basically like at the last second like these other people like basically like said no to the trip, and then these people went on there, boom, died.
It's weird. They try to get Mr. Beast to go on it.
On the Titanic?
No, on like the expedition.
Oh shit! I did not know that. Did they really?
That company hit him up.
Oh wow! Oh, he would have been cooked.
And that seems like a video. Apparently, he couldn't have like brought his whole production like team and stuff down. So
Jeez, dude.
said no, and his cameras wouldn't have been able to handle the pressure. So he said no.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
I guess nothing was able to handle the pressure in that situation.
Oh yeah, they were done. The thing that was crazy about that is like they were dead immediately, but like everyone, like the president and everyone was saying like they just didn't know. They didn't hear from them, but they knew that they were dead that whole time. They were like lying to everybody. That shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah. It is kind of wild.
Like why, you know? Why lie?
And then
about
why'd
that?
they cover it so heavily too?
Yeah, crazy shit. That shit was literally like a countdown to how much oxygen they have left, and like they were dead the whole time.
Yeah.
Lied to us, bro. There was probably something that was going on around the same time too. I can't remember when that was, but yeah, dude. Question everything. That's what I've learned, man.
Yeah. No, I'm a big skeptic.
Gotta be, man. A lot of stuff is
Not what it seems.
I mean, it's past 4 years, man. You gotta really look into shit and see. It's crazier than you think out there, bro. Gotta look deeper than the surface. What did Kanye say? The truth is crazy in a world full of lies, man.
It's true.
K West.
K West. I really like his music, man.
Yo, he's got some bangers, man. Some classics. Some classics.
He does. Royce actually put me on to Kanye back in the day. Yeah, he used to be a big Kanye guy. He bought like all like the Kanye merch, and when Kanye was selling like those like crazy ass sweatshirts and stuff.
The
like,
Pablo ones? Was it that?
which one was it, Royce? It was like
Oh.
yeah, he bought like the presidential merch and stuff.
Did you vote for Kanye?
Probably not. Yeah, but no, he does. He does probably know a lot about the music industry and about power and money and greed and
A lot about everything.
yeah, he's probably seen a lot.
Seen too much.
I mean, do you remember that Shannon Sharp interview with Cat Williams?
One of
How
my favorite interviews. He's going back on Cat. He actually just was back on Shannon Sharp.
like he basically just blew the lid off like the whole Diddy thing. Like
Predicted it all.
Like yeah, because he knew. It's wild.
He said he had to save his rear end a few times, literally.
Yeah, it's like wild.
It's crazy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's doing part 2. Apparently, he was already on it. And it's probably going to be dropping sometime soon.
Well,
And I guess he said, like, he's exposing more. So we're going to see, man, because that first one was insane, dude.
yeah, and then he went on Rogan afterwards, I think, too.
He
right?
did.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
He's a very intelligent dude. He really
he
is. He really is. And he's another one. He knows a lot of shit, too.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
Seen it all, man. It's crazy. That whole industry, man, people obsessed for, like, trying to get famous and wanting to be in that life. Hell no. Hell
Yeah.
no. A lot of those people, man, like, especially, like, the child actresses and stuff, they end up growing up having all these problems, mental health, committing suicide. It's not what it seems, bro.
Yeah, like Justin Bieber's all fucked up, too.
All fucked up. You ever see what Ariana Grande looks like?
No.
Dude, she used to be so hot back in the day, victorious. She looks like a friggin' skeleton. She just looks like...
Sell your soul.
Yeah, dude. She literally said on a podcast that she's a witch. Like, she does, like, all that shit. Like, rituals and... Dude, I had a run-in with a girl who was a witch one time, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude. So
What was that
basically, it was around... I had broken my foot. I was back home. This was right after JUCO. Dude, when you talk about lowest of lows, like, dude, I was lower than the lowest. I'm back home. All my friends are in school, and I'm broken foot. Not even at JUCO, just on my own in my bed. None of my friends are coming to see me. This is when I realized who, like, was for me and who wasn't. But basically, I was talking to this girl, and, you know, we were talking, and she was like, oh, like, you know, my grandmother, like, told me that, you know, you like, just need someone to talk to. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know your grandmother. Like, we barely even talk. And then she later tells me that her grandmother is dead. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then basically she told me she has the ability to, like, see dead people. And she can, like, communicate with dead people. Swear to God, like, I wish I was lying. I forget what the name of it is, but there's a certain name of these people that can
Mediums.
do that. Yes. She was a medium. And, yeah, she basically told me she had, like, the power to do that shit. And it was weird, dude, because, like, it was, like, a weird relationship. Like, we were friends, but I know she wanted more. And I remember, like, anytime, like, I would, like, later in our friendship, I would bring up, like, girls, whatever, I was talking to a girl, whatever, dude, something bad would happen. Like, I remember I was in Missouri, like, talking to this girl that I really liked, bring it up to her, bro, like, days later, something completely went wrong, like, Super, super weird. She was into all that like tarot card, fucking horoscope, all that like what's like when you go see someone?
Like psychics.
Yes,
right?
dude. Yeah, she was a medium, bro. Crazy as hell, dude.
I kind of want to like talk to like. Was it like a weird experience? Like, would you ever talk to one again? Like, not even in like that type of way, but like
a girl like that?
Yeah.
Oh no, I would have to stay away. I have nightmares about that shit. Not like actual nightmares, but that shit, like looking back on that shit spooks me out, bro.
Yeah, that is kind of wild.
Super wild. But like you wouldn't even expect it. Normal girl, like known her forever. And yeah, dude. Apparently she claimed that she had the ability to talk to access that spiritual world. And I like it was weird because I was like at that time I didn't really have a relationship with God. So I'd always be like, oh, like isn't this like against the Bible and I shouldn't be doing this? She'd be like, oh no, like it's okay, like I don't know if it's okay. And looking back on it, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Where could that have went, you know?
It's weird.
Weird shit, dude. It's weird. And I wish I was joking, man. That is one thing about me, man, I'll never lie, but I have no reason to lie. And yeah, that shit really right hand to God. That's a real story.
I met some crazy girls, but I never met a witch.
Yeah, witch, a real medium, dude.
Wow.
Crazy as hell. I wonder how she's doing. I don't wonder how she's doing. I blocked her on everything, but I wonder if she's still like into that shit.
Can you block her in the spiritual realm or no?
Yeah, well, just pray. Jesus got you. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Nothing's more powerful than that. So, but yeah, man, that shit is insane, dude. And bro, people people don't want to admit it or people don't believe in it, but bro, that spiritual realm world, it's so much more realer than people realize, dude. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
I'm telling you. That's why I can't even like go to the club or I can't do nothing like that because I'm just like, dude. I feel like I'm looking around. I'm like, dude, these are just lost souls, bro. It's crazy, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, I indulge once in a while, but I do feel disconnected when I'm there.
Right.
It's like I'm there for like the social,
right?
Like just to like give myself a break, but
right.
then I end up feeling bad about it afterwards, and like it's weird. You know what I mean?
It's weird. No, I'm not saying anyone who goes to a club is a
no,
lost soul.
But still, I mean, it's some of them are.
So
like,
you can tell who's like really like not like possessed, but like
entranced.
Yeah, dude. Real shit. That's the perfect way to put it. Real shit, dude. It's
you
scary,
can tell by
dude.
their eyes too.
Yeah, bro. It's like the music's playing. They're all drunk and they're just dude. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I'm not. I've never really been a big club person, anyways. That's why I had to stop doing. Like, I could never like. Obviously, I'm not gonna act like I never smoked in my life, but like when I used to like do like indulge in that stuff, like I would always just get like wicked paranoid, and it eventually I got to a point like I was like, dude, I can't do this shit anymore. And I always feel like it was kind of like God like tugging at me, like this isn't for you, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So for sure, man, all that stuff, and that's like people say like doing like whatever, like smoking, psychedelics, it's like an illegal way to like enter the spiritual world and whatnot. It's not a lie, bro. It's true.
Yeah. It's really interesting. I just started to get into my faith probably around this time last year. I actually did a podcast with a friend of mine, somebody who's now a friend of mine. His name's Joe. He's like a bodybuilder. He's got a pretty good following. He does like online coaching and stuff. And
a lot of money
we did a podcast. Oh yeah, bro. He does well for himself. And we did a podcast. And similarly, the equipment completely malfunctioned. I had done several podcasts before where it was like everything was good. The equipment malfunctioned during the podcast. We didn't necessarily connect on that level to where it's like we were like we would have been boys. We like would have talked after the podcast. I was like, all right, like thanks for coming on.
Right.
I was like, hey, like let's get you back on. Somewhat similar to what happened with this. And now he's like one of my best friends. We did it. And in that podcast, he invited me to a men's Bible study. In the second round of the podcast, he invited me to a men's Bible study. He's like, yeah, why don't you come down? So through that opportunity it's all stems from that invitation right there that I was able to go to the SBs because I started working with another guy in the Bible study because he doing his content and stuff like that. And then was able to like work with Mr. Olympia too. Like, I don't know if you follow bodybuilding at all, but got to work with him. Every opportunity that I've had has stemmed from that one invitation. And that was at the beginning of the year. And then
it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. And then actually, I don't know if you know who Drip King is too, right?
Yeah.
I did a podcast with him actually probably a year and like 5 days ago.
Oh, that's fire.
And he spoke his faith to me. He's very outspoken.
Yeah, he is. He's massive too, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. He does
his
really.
Platform is crazy.
Yeah. He does a really good job. And he's a good, positive, guiding voice for a lot of young kids too.
That's dope. I like what he's doing.
Yeah. We're trying to get him back on too.
Be fire, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I had a similar Bible study story kind of thing. I was so I don't know if you caught on, not caught on, but when I had said I was in JUCO and then I was at Missouri and then I left, I was working at UPS and I was doing content. I wasn't doing like my own personal content. I was doing content with a couple of my boys. We called it Dirty Side TV, and we were going into Boston doing like street interviews, just like dumb shit, bro. Like asking girls, "Oh, what's your body count? Would you like just some stupid viral clip farming shit?" And it was blowing up like really, really fast because no one in Boston was really doing it. So around that time, I was teetering the fact like playing football again, going back to school and whatnot, and I eventually decided I'm gonna go back to school, but I was still like kind of doing the content stuff. But like, dude, something was pulling and tugging at me. Like, yo, you should get a relationship with God. Like, you should really lock it in your faith. And I remember one of my old coaches from JUCO had hit me up, just checking in on me. And he was like, "Oh, how's everything going? How are you and stuff? You still doing the content stuff?" And like I think probably like a week or two, I basically told my boys, I was like, "Yo, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this stuff no more. Like, it's just," and they caught them totally off guard. And then I told them, I was like, "Yeah, bro, like I'm done with that stuff. I don't know, something's really pulling at me to, lock in on God, lock in on my relationship with God." And he was like, "It's crazy you say that. I have a Bible study with a couple of my boys that played in the league, athletes, former athletes. I think you should come. It's online on Zoom and whatnot." So like, all right, yeah, I'll give it a shot, whatever. I'll hop on. And like I said, this was around the time I was teetering the fact of playing football again. Like I was at Framingham and I was like, do I really want to do this? Do I really just want to get my degree? And the topic of the Bible study was casting your net one more time. And it was talking about like when Peter was fishing and he couldn't catch anything, and then Jesus comes to him and basically like, "Yo, like one more time, trust me." He like doesn't want to do it, ends up catching more fish than he's ever caught in his entire life. It was crazy because at the time I didn't know what I was going to do. And I casted my net one more time, ended up having the greatest college season I ever had and was able to make records and stuff. So it's crazy. That doesn't happen if I don't have that conversation with my boy. So it was wild, bro. And none of this happens if I don't play football again,
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, you wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Yeah, crazy, bro.
You're doing God knows what,
Like, yeah, God, no. I don't even want to know what I'd be doing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's been guiding, and it's always like there's ebbs and flows all the time.
Always, bro,
like,
always.
Sometimes you feel a little bit more connected, sometimes you feel a little bit less connected.
Right.
And it's a good relationship to have as long as you have it, like you just need to find it. You need to like find it deep within yourself. Cause like eventually, like at first I was like, okay, well, like I'll just go
Right.
and like just go through the motions, but like then I found community in it.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
The community, bro. It helps because you see dudes that, especially when you do it with like all guys too. It's like, hey, man, being a guy ain't the easiest sometimes, but you go through a lot of shit, a lot of pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it happen. You want to start a family, it's really on you, So having a relationship and being able to, express it with other dudes about, God and the path and everything, it's huge, bro, because that shit ain't easy, bro. Like I got baptized last year and I thought, oh my God, my life's going to be crazy. Everything turned upside down. Like I said, was in a relationship. We stopped dating and whatnot. We broke up. It was kind of ugly how it went. Football got taken away from me. So it was like after that happened, my life got flipped upside down. And I thought like, oh, I'm going to get baptized and everything's just going to be great. No.
No, but that's exactly, it's like, because that was how I was. Like that, I got baptized like last year too. And I wasn't bound to anything.
Right.
So that's why I think that my life like surged right away.
Right.
It was literally like 2 days later, I was flown to Hawaii and I got to have one of the best experiences and go travel for 3 weeks straight. But like when you're like bound to something, God's got to get rid of that first.
Facts.
If he knows that that's holding you down or holding you back.
Facts. It's the truth, bro. And then
so he has to strip you clean and then be like, all right, let's build you right back up in the way that you're supposed to be built.
Amen. Couldn't have said it better myself, bro. That was beautiful.
Yeah. It's good.
It's a journey. It is. It ain't the easiest, man. A lot of creators come on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and they just make it seem like, oh, I gave my life to God, like life's easier. No. It's hard because every day you're going to fall short. You're never going to be able to uphold the standard. You're never going to be able to be perfect. There was one perfect man, Jesus. And we're not ever going to be able to live up to that. It's just how it is. We're human. Our flesh is dirty. We want to sin. It's just in our nature. We're born to sin. It's not easy. No.
I have a good quote for this, actually.
Hear it?
The road to heaven sometimes feels like hell, but the road to hell always feels like heaven.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
The road to heaven sometimes feels like hell, but the road to hell always feels like heaven.
It's beautiful. It's the truth, bro. Sin feels good, man. Your body, your mind's telling you, oh, do this, do this. And yeah, it feels good in the moment, but in the long term, it ain't what you should be doing, man. So yeah, no, it's a beautiful quote.
Yeah.
Beautiful quote. We love that.
I think we could even cap the podcast with that quote.
I think that may be the cap of the podcast right there.
I don't know if my camera can handle any more either.
I think the camera is realizing that it's witnessing greatness, and it just
We're
doesn't
spitting
know.
too much heat right now.
It just doesn't know how to respond to what's going on.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's madness, actually.
Yeah. But if you guys aren't subscribed to the podcast already, we need you to subscribe. It's very important for our long-term growth and success, and for your long-term growth and success, because we're talking to very introspective, influential, and intelligent people.
I love that.
I-N. I pulled that out of nowhere, but it's true.
It is.
It's true.
It is.
And if you're not subscribed to Jared's YouTube, if you're not following him on TikTok, and if you're not following him on Instagram, you need to do that to stay in touch with what he's got going on. Because he's got some crazy stuff going on too.
Amen.
And next weekend, we're going to collaborate once again to create some more fire content. Not fire in the sense of heat to your mouth, but heat for your head top.
Amen. You're gonna see a lot of head tops there. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of things going on.
If I'm on the field, you're gonna see like a head top. Like I'd be like running like Big X the plug routes. You know what I'm talking about? You seen that?
Yeah.
That's me.
Are we gonna get you on some routes, or what's up with that?
Oh yeah. I'll challenge like a 5-star.
I think that is a great segment of content. Try and challenge a 5-star.
I think it would be too.
I think it would be amazing.
You know what? I know we're kind of closing up here, but I had a content idea. I don't know if I even want to release it, but I'll say it.
Right.
We had like an intramural flag football league at our high school.
Yeah.
Or not high school, our college, University of Tampa.
Right.
And I was going to try to get that kid, Will Griffin, to pretend to be a student.
Yo, that's hilarious.
And just dot up these college kids.
That would be funny, dude. Yeah. That would be funny.
That would be a good content.
Yeah, that's genius.
That's something that we could put in our back pocket, and we could do that together.
Yeah, that's genius, dude. That's genius. That's fucking hilarious.
It's like that Eli Manning thing where he goes undercover, or like the Baker Mayfield one. You saw that one too.
Yeah. That shit's funny, dude. That would blow up.
Yeah, that would be funny.
That'd be funny.
But I guess that's all, folks.
That's all she wrote. Beautiful.
God bless and stay diesel.